And we are live. Hello. Happy hump day. How is it Wednesday already? This week is absolutely flying. So I'm Pamela Langan. I am your host, and this is the Career Success Show. So welcome to this lunchtime live. And let me know if you are watching. So if you're watching live, give me a hashtag lunchtime live. Or if you're watching on replay, give me a hashtag replay. And don't forget to drop all your questions and your comments in below. Okay, so today I want to ask you a question, okay? And this question is super important. Okay, so I want to ask you when you are going to start taking ownership of your career. Okay, so let me just ask you that again. When are you going to start taking ownership of your career? Okay. And the reason I ask you this is because there are so many people out there. I've spoken to quite a few people this week. So on the back of the shows that have happened so far this week, I've had loads of messages in, and I've actually spoken to a couple of people who want to move forward. And some of those people that I've spoken to, I've asked them, what's going on, what do you need support with, what is happening for you right now, what's making you feel stuck, what is making you feel like you need support and it's time for you to move on, like what's going on for you right now. Now, every single person or most of those people had a reason, and I don't want to say that they're excuses because so much stuff is going on in the world right now, and there's so after the COVID pandemic and all this stuff, people are in in what I'd like to call maybe like a strange place with their career. What they've realized is that they're not particularly happy or fulfilled with some elements of it, that it might be time to move on, but they feel stuck because they don't know what to do first, or they don't know what to do for the best. So, listening to all of these reasons why people can't move forward. So because their boss is making their life hell, or, they need more training, or they need to get a qualification, or they need, just another 6 months experience, or they need something. Okay. So, all of these things that come up for them, I've just said, right, okay, when are you going to take ownership of your career? And all of them were kind of a little bit taken back and were like, I am taking ownership. And I'm like, no, when are you really going to take ownership? Because it doesn't matter about your boss. It really doesn't matter if you've got a good boss, a bad boss, a micromanager, whatever the boss is, it doesn't matter, because if you've got true ownership of your career, it doesn't matter, because you don't need them, because you'll have a plan, you'll be working towards that plan, and you'll be making sure that every step of the way there is somebody that you can ask for support, and somebody that you can link in with, somebody that you can learn from. It's not always going to be your manager. Sometimes it might be, but then, what we'll do then is look at, okay, is this manager capable of helping us progress? And if they're not, we'll go around them. We'll find other people to support you, because at the end of the day, if you take ownership, you create your plan and you start executing that plan, what that means is you're going to move forward faster. You're going to move past your colleagues, because they definitely won't be doing this. And most of the people who I ask, have you got a career plan, will turn around and say, yes, yeah, I've got a career plan. I'm like, right, can you send it to me? I'd love to see it. Oh, well, it's not written down anywhere or typed up anywhere. It's just like in my head. And I'm like, okay, this is where you go wrong. Because as soon as you document your ultimate goal, and you start documenting the steps in order, that you need to take to get there, to achieve that goal, and there could be many steps, so there could be a few steps. Every single person is going to be different. There's no one size fits all when it comes to career planning. But if you start, planning out what your next move is, what it looks like, what support you need, what gaps you've got, and you start thinking about it, and you start really, moving through your career with purpose, with a plan, what you'll find is it's so much easier to move forward faster. Now, I talk a lot about getting professionals pay rises, and every single professional that I work with who's got a plan, they get those pay rises super easy because they've got a plan. They're working towards those plans. They are making sure they're gaining the experience without, when I say get a pay rise, I don't mean get a pay rise and work extra hard, because if you go to your current company, most of the time when you need to go and ask for a pay rise, what you're saying to them is, could you give me a pay rise? And these are all the reasons why. And I'll also do these extra bits as well, just to make sure that, that I'm worth this pay rise. So I don't want you to be doing any extra work. I just want you to create a plan in order to make sure that you are getting those pay rises without doing all of the extra work, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do this actually tomorrow night. So if you are free tomorrow night, the link is above for you to register for the free masterclass, okay? So if you are ready to start creating your career plan, to start achieving your next pay rise, and to do that really easy without any real effort, you've got to do the work. But when I say without any real effort, I mean, without kind of spending hours and hours and hours and hours, working out how you're going to do that, creating a case, to ask for the pay rise, all that stuff. Like, there's no real effort involved. All you need to do is show up to the masterclass tomorrow, or if you register, then you can watch the replay. That's absolutely fine. But the link is above and below for you to watch the masterclass. And if you are watching this after the masterclass is finished, then you can still register for the replay. Okay, so I want you to take ownership of your career. So I'm going to ask you right now, I'm going to ask you again, when are you going to start taking ownership of your career? Okay, I want you to drop me a message and let me know. Okay, and I want to know if you've got a plan that is written down or if the plan is in your head. Okay, drop me a message and let me know. I've absolutely loved hearing from everybody this week. Okay, so keep the messages coming, keep the comments coming, and let me know exactly where you're up to. And I would absolutely love to see you tomorrow night at the masterclass. And it's called Pay Rise Secrets. Okay, I'm going to be giving away all of my top tips on how you can move your career forward by creating a plan. Now, it is completely free. There's no obligation to buy anything. And you can take away the tips that I give and start using them straight away. Okay, so I'm going to let you get back to your lunch now, and I would absolutely love to see you there. And as usual, if you are looking for some help with your CV, the link is above. If you want to book in for a CV review, and also the free masterclass link is there too. So let me know what's going on for you. Let me know if you're going to start taking ownership of your career, and let me know if you're going to come and join us in the masterclass tomorrow night at 8. Okay, I will see you.